I am Elizabeth Manco, and this is Gabrielle Lawrence, and our team is the Young Adult Professionals, and these are our teammates. It's a great team.
Yep. So what happened with our team is obviously there was one team, but what happened is we were divided into 3 teams. So the 3 teams were the marketing team, the mentoring team, and the events planning team. So the mentoring team, what we were challenged with is we were told that the YAP program, which is the Young Adult Professionals, they wanted to create a mentoring program with the YAP members as the mentors and then Grace students as the mentees. So what we were challenged with is trying to figure out what kind of students, what majors, how this would be approved, what the structure would be like. This is kind of what we were challenged with within that team. And then the second team was the events team. And this team was kind of challenged to create events that would bring more people into the YAP program as well as make the participation level go up with the members that are already there. And then the marketing team was challenged with basically thinking of ways to market to the young adult professionals, especially the younger generation, because as Grace College students, we're people that would be in the YAP program once we graduated, so they were challenged with creating different ways to market to our generation.
Alright, so for brainstorming, our teams basically came up with the craziest ideas, and it's really a fun topic, any of the teams. So we just came up with as many ideas as we could think of and then chose our favorite ideas, the ones that we thought would be most successful and that would achieve the most.
So the first team was the mentoring team, and as I kind of explained before, the young adult professionals want to create a mentoring program between the young adult professionals as the mentors and then Grace College students as the mentees. And so we talked with professors at Grace College, students here at Grace, and also a few of the young adult professionals within the group currently. And after kind of hearing everyone's ideas, we think it's a great idea because it would allow Grace College students to network with young adult professionals and be able to kind of get involved with different companies and the community. So we think it's a great idea because it's about who you know, and it would be really helpful for students to get to know people in the real business world before they actually go into the business world. And so after talking about it with some professors, they said one thing that they would really like to see from this mentoring program is a structure. So they said they really wanted it to be hands-on experience, so that way it would be helpful for both the mentees and the mentors to learn something from it. I talked to Kelsey Griffith, who's currently in the Young Adult Professionals program, and she said she also wanted structure because she was a little nervous about being a mentor, so she just wanted to know how to do it correctly. And so one way that we thought of was through classes. So the mentors would go through a couple classes in order to figure out exactly how to be a mentor, and then they would meet with their mentees. Also, the professors wanted to be involved with this, so this is a little different than we were originally thinking because we were thinking it would be young adult professionals as the mentors and then Grace College students as the mentees. But after talking with the professors, they wanted to be involved in these relationships and have the mentoring program within their classes. So how they wanted to do this was to announce to the classroom that this mentoring program was available, and then the students that were interested would come to them and be like, I would like to be set up with a mentor. So that way the people involved are actually willing to participate and willing to learn. So we thought of a couple classes that would be beneficial for this mentoring program. We have Business Foundations, which is for freshmen, Career Institute, which is this class, and then Senior STEM, which is an upperclassmen class. So after kind of talking with some different students, we realized that upperclassmen would probably benefit the most from this mentoring program. Initially, we were thinking more freshmen and transfer students who don't really know that much about the community yet, but after talking with the students, we actually think upperclassmen, specifically seniors, would benefit the most. And this is because seniors will take the mentoring program more seriously. This is because they're actually about to go into the real business world and they're looking for a mentor to actually help them, to ask real life questions that the mentors have already experienced, and they're basically going to take it more seriously because they're already at the senior level. One more. And also with seniors, if they get involved with a mentor within the Young Adults Professional program, then maybe they'll join this program and then they'll join the community too, which is ultimately the goal of the Chamber of Commerce.
All right, so the marketing team, they had a lot of different ideas, and so their goal was to think of these different ways to market the young adult the young adult program in a better way, and just to figure out how can we really reach that age group, and what do those people, like what does our age people want to see, and so what entices them. So some of the things that we thought of, we're changing the logo. Right now it's a little bit, well, we'll show you in the websites, but just that goes along with, it's one of the things that we want to make it more like, sorry, I'm losing words right now, but we want to make it more available to everyone, in a way, without using any exclusive language, or like we don't want it to be exclusive to anyone. And then also we want it to just be more relaxed. So you can also see that in the websites that we're going to look at in just a second, and it goes along with that as well. We want the websites to, if they'll come up. Oh, it comes up. Good. All right, so this is one of the other websites that we looked at. So this is Kosciuszko County. So it's, I don't know, like we kind of talked about this when we first came into to do a field trip like many weeks ago. They asked us, what do we think about the website? So as you guys can see, this is the basic website, and here is the Young Adult Professional logo right there. So it's got the tie, and we thought, okay, what does that like say to you? And something that a lot of people kept saying is like, well, like, does that really reach out to a woman? Because women don't wear ties. And so that's something that really came out. It's also very like strict in a way, and just kind of comes across that way. And so do young adults really want to be really restrictive right away? Like, probably not, coming out of college. So just kind of thinking along those lines. It's really a great idea, but I don't think it reaches the right kind of group. So we had a few logo ideas, and we'll look at that in a second as well. And then these are some of the other websites that we looked at for other chambers of commerce. And as you can see, they have real people in them. They're very like, everything is right there for you. They were very easy to navigate, was another thing that we noticed. And so I think the one thing that we really would love to see more of is having real people on the website, real people shown. That way it's just like, it says, hey, there are real people that, you know, come in here. And so that's like a great tool to use as well. We would also like to see more detail on the website, specifically about the YAP program. If we click on this, you can kind of see there's not really much here, and so it's something that we really want to focus on. Like, what does YAP do? What events are we having? What things? When do we get together? When do we meet? Things like that, and some contact information a little more clearly would be good as well. And then one of the things that we thought would be great to make all this happen is to actually hire someone straight out of college to do all of this. Like, have someone, appoint someone who...
From Grace?
Yes, of course, from Grace. Yeah, I was getting there. But to have someone straight out of college to do that, because they're the ones that are going to know best what they want to see clearly. So that would be probably one of the coolest things to do. A few other things that we thought about were doing brochures, specifically to college mailboxes, would be, especially at Grace College. I think that if we were able to put some brochures in the business students' mailboxes here on campus, like, that would just raise so much awareness, like, oh, what is this? And then, you know, getting your mindset on, okay, maybe this is something I want to look at after college. Also, a few other things that we wanted to see, if we go back out of here and go to YouTube. We just wanted to show you the one thing. There's only one thing about the Young Adult Professional group on YouTube, one video. And hopefully it'll work. Kosciuszko. Okay. Just making sure I have it right. We'll see if this works. Aha. Alright, so this is the only thing that they have on here. And as you can see, this is it's a very simple video, and it shows that they do hard work, but there's no other talking, and it's just this. And so we thought, okay, we need to get some videos out there about what does young adult professionals do besides just this. And even in this, like, this is awesome, but can we edit this? Can we make it more inviting to young adult professionals? So those were just some of the things that we were thinking about. Contacting Grace students one-on-one, and then also going to involvement in career fairs is a big thing as well. Like, we would love to know more about you, and coming to career fairs is a great way to do that. And then these are some of our logo ideas. Some people in our group actually designed these, so they're kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can see them that well, but just some basic ideas of things that just seem more inviting and more young and refreshing, and something that you would be more interested in going to look at.
And then the last of the three groups is the events team, and so this team was challenged with trying to create events that would draw more people into the YAP program, as well as create more participation with people already within the program. So the first idea that we came up with was the buddy reward system, and within the system, people that are already members would bring friends or people that are interested in coming to this program with them to an event, and they would be rewarded for this. So it encourages people to bring friends, but it also helps the new people not to feel so intimidated by coming to an event. So eventually this will trickle down, and the new people won't be new anymore, and they'll bring new people. So it's just basically like a domino effect. Also, we thought it would be good to separate events by majors. So for example, accounting majors or people within the accounting department, if there were events specifically for accounting, they would be more likely to come to these events because they would know it would specifically help them, and they would be able to learn something from it. So maybe having a few events that pertain to certain departments. Also, we think just having social gatherings where you meet at restaurants or basically casual atmospheres, this would help to not only network with people already in the program, but help to build friendships and relationships. Because within the YAP program, you want to be friends with the people that are in there, and you want to know them personally. So we think that's a great way just to kind of bond the group together. Also, we think there should be a minimal membership fee. We think that it would encourage commitment and kind of encourage participation from members already in the group. And it would help the group seem more official, and they would receive more recognition because of this. We kind of talked about how the cost might drive people away, but after talking about it and kind of going over different ideas, we actually think that it would encourage more people because they'll want to pay because they'll see the value that they're getting from this group. So we think it would be helpful for them to have a minimal membership fee. Also, we think life classes should be offered, and what we mean by life classes is kind of classes about insurance, paying taxes, loans, basically things about life. So we think that would be helpful, especially for the younger people within the YAP program, those just coming out of college. I know for myself, I would love help with that stuff. So I'm sure other people would too, and so that would encourage more people to be a part of the program if they know that it's going to help them with their life. Also, there was a mentoring team that worked on a mentoring program with the YAP professionals with Grace College students, but we also think it would be beneficial for there to be a mentoring program between older YAP members and younger YAP members, just for the newer YAP members that are coming in to have someone they could go to and someone they could feel comfortable with. And maybe the older YAP member could be like, hey, you could come to this event with me, so it doesn't feel as intimidating. And also, kind of going off of that, we think that maybe a few of the older YAP members should put on a couple events. It's really great to have speakers come in and put on events, but we also think, we know that gets costly, and we also think it would be a really great idea to have people that are highly respected and highly renowned within the YAP program to talk about their experience, just so the younger YAP members can get to know them. So those are our ideas, and we just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone from the chamber for coming and listening to our ideas.